welcome to another episode of Ask the Doc. I'm your host, Jennifer Filzen, this time coming to you from Hawaii on vacation. And today I have a very special guest, Neil Oza of Oceanpointe Dental Assisting Academy in Louisiana. Welcome, Neil.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Hey, it doesn't matter where I am. It's always fun to talk to you. So let's get into it. I want to hear all about your Dental Assisting Academy and how you got started.
Sure. Well, our academy is a dental assisting program. It's a 10-week program, a hands-on training type program where students come in after 10 weeks. They basically are off and running, working as a dental assistant. I started this whole program right before the pandemic occurred. And what happened was there's a huge shortage of dental assistants. And so put a job posting out there, and I was hoping to get maybe, 20 to 30 some odd resumes come through, and I got maybe 5 that came through. So I quickly realized, hey, this is going to be a struggle because a lot of these dental assistants that were working in the past aren't working anymore. So I said, well, if I can't find the dental assistants that I need, then let me create the dental assistants that I need. And so that's how the school came about. It's just out of a supply and demand type situation. Dentists are struggling to find dental assistants. So I said, let's see how we can help these dentists out.
That is remarkable. And then you're right. If they are having a hard time finding the staff, then they cannot see the volume of patients that they might desire because they're just limited. Their time is so limited. And yeah, they need all the help they can get. So now it's fascinating that you mentioned that because there are other service industries that also suffered. Auto repair couldn't find enough people. Restaurants were in a world of hurt, all kinds of things. So now that we've transitioned into this new normal, circa 2023, are you also still finding the same demand, if not more or less than you did during the COVID era?
Yeah, the demand's still there. It hasn't lagged off any at all. So, there's still a need for it. And we're trying to push out as many dental assistants as quickly as possible. I'm getting phone calls from dentists in the local area. They call me up and say, "Hey, when's the next group of graduates coming through?" Because they're needing a dental assistant. So there's still a shortage, and so hopefully this will help.
Wonderful. Now, you're in Louisiana and you're obviously training everybody in Louisiana. If they wanted to move across the country to say, I don't know, Washington State or Wisconsin, does that training carry over or is it licensed per state?
I believe for each state it's a little different. I don't know the laws for different states, but as far as Louisiana goes, our school, they're eligible to work over here. Now we have Oceanpointe academies in other states, so they're able to get their license at a different state. If they move from Louisiana to, say, Washington, I'm not sure if it's still compatible or not.
Ah, good to know. Good to know that there are more ocean points. Okay, cool. And then also too, I understand that you have a really high placement rate, which is wonderful. Congratulations on that. How do
Thank
you
you.
how do you find your people? Do you belong to associations? Like how do you get your name out there to all the dentists seeking help?
So it's a number of things. We do a lot of grassroots marketing, getting in touch with high schools in the surrounding area. We have a national marketing company that helps us out with marketing, but a majority of it's just social media. Just getting our name out on Facebook. It has helped tremendously. People. I think it seems like most of the new generation is on social media, so we just try to get our name out there through that. And like I said, just local grassroots marketing, talking to the right people, the right counselors, guidance counselors for high schools. That's helped a lot.
Fantastic. So now I'm just so curious now, if you're predominantly recruiting from high schools, and it's a 10-week program, How much do dental assistants make on average? Is there a range?
Yeah, it kind of depends on what city they're going to be working in. In our area in Hammond, it's anywhere from 12, $14 an hour starting, and they could go up from that depending on their experience. So if they're working for about 6 months in a field, they could go up a dollar or two per hour. Um, but in our particular area, it's roughly around $12 to $14 an hour.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I love it. So now what you have then is you're part of a franchise, correct? Oceanpointe is around the country and you bought into a franchise, or is that something different?
Right. It's part of Medical Curriculum Partners. So that's the franchise name.
Oh, super. Now, again, I'm so fascinated. How did you find them? Are you a practicing dentist? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah. So I've been a dentist for 19 years. And I've been kind of taking a little hiatus to do this dental assisting schools situation right now. But yeah, I've been in private practice for a good amount of time. And yeah, trying to do something totally different now for the time being and see how it goes, and then probably get back into private dentistry again.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well, also too, since you're a practicing dentist, I'm sure that you have various techniques. Like, for example, I remembered being a guinea pig for a dentist who had a training program, and not everyone has that gentle touch until they are taught the gentle touch. You know,
Right.
sometimes the joke is that they've got their boot in your foot, in your sorry, their boot in your mouth, and they're just you know. So, with you telling them the appropriate way to do it, I'm sure that the patients are extremely thrilled.
Right, right. Well, it helps a lot because I teach as well as Heidi. Heidi's our main instructor, and she's a dental assistant. So, she predominantly teaches from her point of view, and then I come in and I see how they pass instruments, how they take impressions, take X-rays, and so it's kind of cool to see the dynamic between both of us because students get to see it from her perspective on how a dental assistant should do things, and then they hear my feedback as well as a dentist saying, "Hey, this is how I want things to be passed or done." So having, I guess, a dentist and a dental assistant as instructors helps a lot. We don't see that. You don't see that in many schools.
Right, that really does give you the advantage, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm so proud
Yeah.
of you. Good for
Well,
you.
thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
So if people wanted to find out more about your program, where do they go?
They can go check us out online. It's called HammondOceanpointeacademy.com. And it's spelled Hammond, ocean, as in like an ocean, Oceanpointe academy.com.
Cool. Hammond Oceanpointeacademy.com. Fantastic. Neil, you are amazing. Thank you so very much for being on Ask the Doc. And everybody who's watching, thank you so much for being here with us on this beautiful morning. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And don't forget, if you want to find out more about Dr. Oza and other doctors that we have interviewed, please go to iwantabuzz.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.